How you doing? Paula O'Sullivan here, based in Blessington, County Wicklow in Ireland. Just going to read 4 musings from my latest book, Let Love In, Poems and Musings by Paula O'Sullivan. And it's available on Amazon. And there's 3 copies left in Texaco Garage on the N821 here in Blessington as well, if anyone's interested. You can also go into Amazon and click on the cover and look inside, and you'll be able to read about a third of it for free if you want to do that as well. Okay, so musings. I have poems and musings in this book. The musings, they're just little ideas that came to me as I try to work out different things through life, practice mindfulness and stuff like that. I practice self-hypnosis as well, so I'm always trying to be in the now, and trying to create the least amount of suffering with my thoughts as possible. So a lot of the work, I'm a trained hypnotherapist, Reiki practitioner and a life coach as well. I do lots of things. Write my books, make jewellery, paint pictures, take photographs, all kind of stuff. So I decided about 10 years ago I was going to start living my life in full, in earnest, and that my first childhood hadn't been brilliant, so I was going to create a second one for myself. So I just took the T off Kant and I decided that, what's possible? What could I possibly do with the remainder of my life, whatever's left, So these are all the results of this kind of thinking. So this one, this little musing is called The Greatest Freedom. And I try to keep them short. And some of them in the book are a little bit longer than others, but most of them are very short in this, So the greatest freedom I learned was in dropping all the masks of who I thought the world wanted me to be, bit by bit. I just kept removing them layer by layer. And now I just don't give a damn who likes me or who doesn't. Because I've learned to be my authentic self. And I've learned to love and accept that person for who she is right now. And yes, she is a work in progress. And yes, she is not perfect. She's just me, not hiding her true self anymore. And you don't have to hide your true self either, if you don't want to. And the second one is what we can give. Most of us are running around somewhat unconsciously, trying to get our needs and desires met by other people. There's great peace to be found within, when we meet our own needs and desires first. Then we find we are not looking for anything from anybody. It changes the game a bit. With our needs and desires already met and fulfilled, we can allow ourselves to wonder what gifts we would like to give instead. And then the third one, lessons to learn. It's not so much what happens to us as the thoughts we think about that situation. I've learned that a situation is just a situation, and I can think about it in many ways. In one way, I can become a victim and think about how life is just so unfair. This makes me suffer and I feel really bad. In another way, I can become a strong survivor, still here after all I've been through. And I ask myself, what is this trying to tell me? I find lessons in everything now. Do I always understand or like the lessons? No, I don't always at the time. But later on it usually becomes a bit clearer. The barrage of thoughts will just keep coming. If you treat them like visitors that call at the door of your mind, you can choose the ones that bring you peace and the ones that give you hope and encouragement. And you can choose not to entertain the ones that make you suffer. I have just one more. I just have to find it here. Okay, this one's called There's Only Now. Now I practice mindfulness. I've been doing it for about 10 years now. I'm a trained hypnotherapist, Reiki practitioner and a life coach, and I also practice self-hypnosis as well. So I'm very careful about my thoughts, what I allow into my mind. I try not to think thoughts that I don't want to create something out of, because thoughts create things. What I talk about in this book in little parts as well, and in my other book, Same Shit Different Day, is the big self-help book I wrote, and that covers everything I've done over the last 10 years, from working with my thoughts and my subconscious mind, working with emotions, all that kind of thing, overcoming fear, anxiety, depression, you name it, illness as well. I've overcome many, many things in the last 10 years, Anyway, this is the last one I'm reading today. There's only now. I love this quote. For a long time it had seemed to me that life was about to begin. Real life. But there was always some obstacle in the way. Something to be gotten through first, some unfinished business, time still to be served, a debt to be paid, and then life would begin. At last it dawned on me that these obstacles were my life. And that's a quote by Alfred de Souza. I too came to this realization. There is only now to do anything. So I'm trying to be fully now in all I experience. But what would happen in your life if you just decided right now that this is it? This is your life. What would happen if you decided right now that you were going to be fully in tune with yourself? That you were going to finally honour yourself? That you were finally going to start living? Because if you're not living, then you must surely be dying. Because it'll certainly feel like that. So why not just enjoy the obstacles and observe the lessons that they hold today? So that's all the musings. Let Love In, Poems and Musings, Paula O'Sullivan. I'll probably make that the last video now for this book. Currently working on another book at the moment. I don't know when I'm going to have that out. I'm about halfway through at the moment, so we'll see. We'll see how fast I do it. And it's a journal, and I think you'll like it. I've fully designed it. I've been learning how to design pages, how to put colours in on pages, and how to put different icons and stuff like that. I've been learning how to do all that, you know. So I'm having fun with it. So I hope you'll enjoy it when I bring that out as well, you know. But keep watching. Have a look at Paula O'Sullivan's author page. You can check me out on YouTube. The author page is on Facebook. Amazon, if you go into Amazon Central, underneath any of my book titles, you'll see my name. You can click in there, list of all the books I've done, the 3 books I've done, and then all the notebooks I've designed as well. They're all up there as well, you know. And keep sharing and passing nice comments to me and sending me nice messages and encouraging me. I appreciate it very much. Have a great day, everyone. Thank you so much. Thanks. Bye now.